Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is become independent from your verbal abusive wife. Well, I've been independent, living on my own from my verbal abusive wife for many years, and it's very good. Everything is good for me. Uh, and I often think, though, of those days when I was a verbally abused husband and how horrible my life was and how I thought I had no hope. And I think a lot of people, men, women, other, people suffer with living with a verbally abusive wife or spouse and or live-in lover, and they just don't know what to do, and they think there is no hope, and they think there is no life, and they don't know what to do. And what the short story is, you need to leave a verbally abusive person and try to start your life over and try to get yourself back on track and try to have a good life, a happier man life, a happier life in general. But I know it's not easy. I was just listening to that, I don't know if you remember that Martina McBride song, Independence Day, where she's kind of singing a song from the perspective of an 8-year-old girl where the mother is being physically abused by this horrible husband, beating her up and all of that. And the story of the song is the mother sets gets the husband. The husband must be drunk or something, and she gets him locked in the house, and she starts the house on fire, and apparently she kills herself. But the daughter is left for the day on the 4th of July. Very very powerful song. And so I'm not suggesting anything that dramatic, except for you trying to leave your verbally abusive wife. It's going to be the drama is going to be incredible. The day I left my verbally abusive wife was just incredibly drama filled, just a horrible mess. I detail all of that the day I left in my book, Leave Your Wife and Become a Happier Man with the 3-step system. It's available on the ahappierman.com website. Yeah, it was just a horrible day. The verbal abuse I suffered in those moments leading up to my decision to leave her it was just unbearable. It was just unbearable at that time. Man, I hate to relive it, and I hate to talk about it, to tell the truth, on these videos. And I'm trying to write articles for you on the happierman.com website, but it's just so heart-wrenching to think about, and I'm so gratified and so happy with how far I've come in my life. So it's very difficult for me to get going and write things for you. So I'll try to, make these videos like this and to try to give you some hope that if you can just leave this verbal abusive person behind, if you can just somehow get enough courage together to leave her, that there is hope on the other side, that you can have this great, happier man lifestyle, and that eventually you will prevail. And if you give it a persistent and consistent effort, that eventually your life can be really, really good. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be really hard, really drama-filled to try to leave her. So you've gotten yourself in a horrendous mess, but the only way out is to leave her. Now, don't go the Martina McBride song. That's not necessary. Violence is not the answer. Leaving is the answer. Leaving is the only solution to getting rid of getting the verbally abusive person out of your life. And truthfully, the verbal abusive person, just because you leave, they're going to want to continue to abuse you on the phone whenever you have your paths cross. When I left, the children, my our two kids were small, so there's lots of interaction with her, and every time there was an interaction, there was an opportunity for her to lay on the verbal abuse. But by this time, see, I had left, and I was starting to get happier. I was starting to make strides. I wasn't there all the time getting the verbal abuse. I just would get it on occasion when our paths crossed. So I'd be going along, doing fine, and it'd be like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But the problem, if you stay, you're never going to go forward. You're always going to go back. It will get worse. It will never end. Your verbally abusive wife, once she's chosen that path, there's no hope. There's no hope for you. There's no hope for her. You have to leave, start over, and try your best to not get involved with that type of a lady again. And there are a lot of nice ladies out there. There's also, that you're a decent guy and you can live on your own and you can make it happen and you can enjoy your life, and you don't necessarily have to find somebody to spend all your time with. You can kind of be more free and more easy and take your time making your choices with new ladies. But yeah, think of that Independence Day song. Don't go that dramatic, but that's a good song to listen to. I point out some good songs for you on some of my other videos and some of my articles, but that Independence Day, think you need your independence. You have to be free of this verbally abusive person. You cannot continue to live this way. It's not fair to you. You deserve a good life. You deserve to be a happier man. I know you're a good man out there watching this, wondering what to do. The short story is you got to leave her. I do have quite a bit of guidance on some of my articles on happierman.com. There's a little tab about verbal abusive men. And then plus, of course, I have my book, Leave Your Wife and Become a Happier Man with a 3-step system, also available on the happierman.com website. Everything is kind of laid out in that book, how I changed my mind to get enough courage together to leave her, some practical steps before I left, and then some of the stuff you got to look forward to after you leave. So after you leave, you're going to start to get happier. You're going to get in control of your life. You're going to have a better relationship with your kids. You're going to have a better relationship with your family, with your friends, and with new people in your life. So give that idea some thought, all for now.